I had a wonderful contemplation this morning about that quote from Sri Nisargadatta yesterday. From a devotional perspective, from a relationship with God perspective, so the path of bhakti, the path of devotion. And I wanted to share just some of the thoughts around that. They were so encouraging to me and very colorful. If you remember, the quote says, "If you expect any benefits from your search, material, mental, or spiritual, you've missed the point. Truth gives no advantage. It gives you no higher status, no power over others. All you get is truth and freedom from the false." In relationship sense, when we've separated ourselves from the whole, in the path of knowledge we call the other part minus us, the self, that infinite isness. From the devotee perspective, that is God, and we are the seeker. And so it says, if you expect any benefits from your search for that relationship, for that knowing of the divine, to love and relate to the beloved, if you expect anything from that, then your love is impure. Pure love is for its own sake. It expects nothing in return. It's not a transactional marketplace love. It's a love bound and deep, of which God is the only pure example of. On the material plane, in that relationship with the beloved, this material plane is the role of a love letter. A love letter is not important for the paper that it's written on or for the amount of ink that was used to write it. More or less of that in no way affects the value. This material world is the face of our beloved, the love letter from the divine. And we approach it from that perspective and we read it in that spirit with the heart open. And we build that relationship through the harmony that we observe, through the challenges that we observe, through the pain that we observe, and through the pleasure and love that we observe. We do not find our value in the material. The material will come and go. On the mental plane is as the perfume of the beloved. When you walk into a room that your beloved has left and the smell of the perfume or cologne that's left behind, you don't go into the value of the cologne. You don't look for the satisfaction in the naming of the cologne or how much it cost. The cologne is a reminder of someone you love, the wonder and the promise of a company that's not too distant, that they have only just left the room, if in fact they're not still in the room. So this mental world is a perfume of the beloved, and it's viewed that way and valued that way. There is nothing to be gained from it in and of itself. The perfume is beautiful because of who it reminds you of. It's beautiful because it says, my beloved is here, is present, is nearby. In the spiritual world, because the spiritual world is the consummation with the beloved. But the boundary of separation is still there, no matter what pleasure may be encountered in that, no matter what symbols of unity may be achieved in that consummation. It's still two, separated from each other, and it's still a symbol, an act that stretches and represents a unity better than probably anything else in this world. But it isn't the thing itself. The thing itself is the beloved. And even in the spiritual world, as close as we draw, as intimate as we become, as much as we share, it is not the thing itself. The beloved is still there. And it's not until that final marriage, that final union, where we give up ourselves, we surrender any idea of separateness, we surrender any idea of need outside of the presence of our beloved. And that union, that engulfing love, that final embrace, which is not of two, but of a singularity, one mind, composed of a surrendered, loving, trusting, perfect relationship. If you're looking for anything more in any of those planes, you're barking up the wrong tree. You're looking for the wrong lover. Your lover is not going to be the perfect lover of divine love, a love that has no selfishness, a love that has no need, a love that begs nothing in return, a love based completely on grace and an unutterable mercy. Truth gives no advantage. There is no place of disadvantage in a relationship of perfect love. Each of you lives for the other completely, and the needs of each is always met because of that giving, because of that devotion, because of that surrender. It gives no higher status, no power over others, no power over others beyond the love that is shared between the two, which is always a power of inspiration, a power of going beyond, going higher, going deeper. But that is not the point, ever, in love. The point of love is its own thing. It is its own perfection. To know ourselves to be it, to be of it, through it, in it, for it, by it, about it. And through that relationship with the beloved, we learn of it, we grow in it, we begin to trust it, and finally we surrender to it. All you get is truth, a relationship that is what it is, a relationship that is perfect, that can be as sound as the day, as sure as the sun. The freedom from the false, to finally have that relationship that is all, that ends the search, that never has any doubt about its perfection, absolute security, absolute fulfillment, absolute love.